want to go ahead and say the next one's not really a full trailer. It's just a little bit of additional. It's kind of like getting a good old scoop of mashed potatoes on your plate. You already have your pork chops, you got your roll, everything's good to go, and then we're like, here's a little extra. That'll tide you over until Thanksgiving dinner. So what I'm talking about is the Star Wars.
I know. Oh, the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
Yes.
Okay.
Star Wars.
All right.
You want to just straight up watch it, and then we can fan theory like two little kids?
Yeah, because I mean, we're gonna have a D23 Star Wars video coming out soon. That's gonna be focused on what we learned at D23.
Mm-hmm.
This came out because that was on Saturday. This came out on Monday.
Right.
And we've been waiting, and it's been driving me crazy. Every time I see it, I'm like, I want to watch it. I want to watch it, and I've had to wait. But I am really excited. I've obviously heard rumors about what's going on in the trailer, and I'm just ready to see it.
I'll be honest. I said fuck this, and I watched it. The first.
You did not.
I did. I'm a Star Wars fan.
I am offended.
Be offended.
I've been waiting all week.
Out of like 20 movies of trailers we watch, I'm great about not watching any of them. But this one I was like, nah, fuck you. I'm watching it.
You could have told me, I would have watched it too. So
No.
You're going to just go into it with already seen eyes.
Yeah.
I'm brand new because I am apparently more loyal than you are.
That's good. 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and I'll let you know right now, we only get like 30 seconds in new. It's like a history thing. So let me know when you're ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
You're so mad.
I am. You suck so much.
It's Luke Skywalker.
And Obi-Wan. And Leia. Oh, that nostalgia that Disney is so good at.
This makes me feel like this is the order you should watch the movies in.
100%. I tell people that all the time. You watch 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now.
They didn't,
Order 66.
they didn't show much of those first 3, did they? Multiple generations.
Your journey. Yes, it's in.
Your face, you go.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's hear it.
So,
I'll let you start with fresh eyes on it.
so what I want to do, first of all, I want to tell you that this is something I feel like we should go see together. Like
Agreed.
on opening night.
I'm taking my kids. Oh, opening night?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. Yes, I will do it. I'm gonna tell my kids that I wait for them for Marvel movies. This is not a Marvel movie, so I'm making an exception. I'll go back and see it a second time with them.
Okay. Okay.
This is an IMAX as well, so let me know and I'll give you
Yeah.
the IMAX tickets. I have the guy who used to work as like a manager
Yep.
there. Okay.
I remember because we.
Yep, the Midnight
we
Movie
saw-
Crew.
Yeah, and we went and saw the first Avengers.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Okay, come on.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. It started off with a bunch of nostalgia, like,
Mm-hmm.
but I love how they did like the first like 30 seconds was nothing but the original 3. Like they
Mm-hmm.
showed a lot in the original 3, and then they did like 5 seconds of the prequels. They're like, oh yeah, remember these? Yeah, okay, moving on.
Don't you dare hate on the prequels.
I don't
you
hate
do
on
it.
the prequels. Everybody hates on the prequels. I don't hate on the prequels
I am-
because that was we watched that when we were
I am
kids.
a Redditor, and you will not hate on the prequels.
I don't hate on the prequels.
All right.
I love the Clone Wars. People hate me for loving that movie, but I love that movie. And then they kind of build that all up, and because this is the last one, because they're finally closing out this 3-part 9-movie saga. They're finally coming to an end, so I feel the hype for it.
Okay.
And I like, oh my God, there's so many emotions going on right now. So I gotta say, so the 2 red lightsabers, and then it like flips down to 1. And I'm like, oh my God, that was awesome. I was not expecting it to like flip down to 1. I did hear that she had, yes, I did hear she had the double-edged lightsaber. And then when you see the picture, it's like the 2 sitting next to each other, and I was like, oh, maybe it's not double-edged. I was like, why would she do it that way? And then in the trailer, you see it flip down. I'm like, that is awesome. You actually had that lightsaber when we were kids, the double-edged red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had that one, and I had the blue one, and Nicole had the green one.
Yeah. Double the pride, double the fall. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so hyped. Why does she have a red lightsaber?
All right, now here's my thing on it, because that's about the second time watching it, 15th time watching it. She's
really?
been what? So
15th?
she's hold on. She has been what a lot of people are pissed off about, and one of the main complaints is she's magically awesome. She's just getting all these force powers, no training. Luke Skywalker was the damn chosen one, and he had trained under Yoda, and he wasn't even ready for that shit. He went back to finish his training, and there was like a gap in everything of Luke training, just straight up. And she's just like, let me lift all these rocks, let me tuck this guy into releasing my buns. None of this training. Okay. This could be completely wrong on here, but I feel that there's always, in the original, they had twins. They had 2 kids. I don't believe that, even though the original was Han and Leia had twins, I believe. If Han and Leia had twins in the actual like book.
Oh, yeah,
Whole 9 yards. Okay, they had twins.
I remember that.
And a lot of people like, maybe they're twins, Kylo and Rey. But nothing's panned out on this. What if Rey has a twin? And the reason why she's been getting more powerful is because the other one's been training and getting more powerful. And there's direct link between the 2 of them.
But does that work with Luke and Leia that way?
What do you mean?
Because Luke and Leia are twins, and he trains doesn't mean she's more powerful. Granted, though,
she never trained, and she could fly through fucking space like Mary Poppins.
We don't know. We don't know that she didn't train.
That is correct. We do not know if she trained on there. But what I'm saying is that's either A, like a force training like Luke had, where he saw his face inside Vader's helmet when he was training with Yoda. And where it's basically like a what you could become situation, and that's what that is. She had a full cape and everything, full on 9 yards.
Yeah.
It could be where she actually does turn to the dark side, and it flips Kylo on the other side, which I've wanted that, but I know Disney won't turn their precious Disney princess into a villain. So instead of that, what if she's the reason why Rey has been getting more powerful? She is the opposite side of Rey, and.
Oh, so you're saying Kylo. That's not Rey.
That's not Rey. No,
you're saying that's her
the twin. And that's the reason why she's been getting more power. This is full on just me pulling it right out of my ass. What if her and Kylo, yes, they have the disagreements. Yes, they're fighting and all this shit. And this bitch shows up. And she's the, going to be the rightful heir. She's the one to follow Vader's footsteps. She's the blah, 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 whatever it may be. And Rey and Kylo have to actually team up to defeat her. Now, that, like I said, it could be a vision. It could be a vision.
Yeah, it's a lot out there. Like, because they haven't planted seeds for that at all. Hell, people are still pissed about them saying, you know who your parents are. Oh, they were nobodies. Well, like, I know. I still don't believe that. I still don't believe
that's what I'm saying. I don't believe they're nobodies either. But also, in that trailer right there was a part where she's holding the lightsaber. And it's in the first one had Rey. And she's fighting Kylo. And it's blue and red flashing beside her. It's not like the color that they use in Star Wars, when it's light colors, lighthearted, the good side. When it's dark, it's evil. And she's kind of trying to focus, and it's that evil and good that's fighting in her head. And that's why when she was training with Luke Skywalker, she wouldn't even train. She tried to train a little bit, but she went straight into the fucking hole. And he was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You didn't even try. So I honestly believe she has the pull on that. And the reason is because of the opposite side. It very well could be she turns evil and Kylo has to stop her. There's multiple things it could be. But
it could also be the symbolism of her red lightsabers like next to each other could be the fact that, is a symbol of her and her twin. Granted, pulling that out of my ass too.
I mean, I want to know.
I want to just like, even if they did do that, I feel like that's a lot of story for one movie.
One thing I didn't like though, when she was fighting Kylo for the first time, red and blue lightsaber, when she got the upper hand, it was because she was using her anger.
Yeah.
If you rewatch that, she's like, and she's all pissed as shit, and she's just swinging away on that. Last time I saw that, fucking kids were dying in the Jedi Temple. I mean,
who do you think her parents are?
There's multiple things. After that, I have a feeling that she literally doesn't have parents. I think she might have been like a tube baby or a test tube or something, pulling the genetics from either Darth Vader or whomever else. And the reason why she was dropped off the planet is because she had potential, but she wasn't worth a shit. So they just were like, instead of like, you hear failed clone experiments in any kind of movie, they destroy them. Maybe Luke saved her, or somebody saved her from being destroyed, and they left her on the planet. At least she could live a normal life. But she has that connection to the one that actually was true, and that's the reason why she's been getting more powerful. A lot of this shit is just me out of my ass. I could be completely wrong, but I mean, I called Hobbs and Shaw.
We also, well, come on, you can't compare the two. We also don't know where, because this trilogy comes to an end, is she going to be part of the next trilogy? No. Exactly. So I don't think they're going to do anything too complicated with her story. Like, I love the twin idea, and if we had more movies with her, then I would totally agree. Let's look into that. But the fact that this is the last movie that this cast is going to be focused on, and whatever goes on with the next trilogy, that
you
they're
say
not
that's too big of a
included.
twist to happen, but the original series, the last 10 minutes of the movie was Luke finding out Vader was his father, and you had one movie left. What if they start this one out with something like this? You already heard Palpatine laughing. Where the fuck did he come from? Maybe it's his essence inside.
I just want to make sure that we don't do something where we get this amazing story, but we don't get to finish the story. Like, they like half-ass the story, and I'm like, I want a full story. Like, I want, if this is the surprise, if this is the twist, you're right, I want it in the beginning of the effing movie, so that I can appreciate it and I can develop and I can have these feelings and watch this pan out. I don't want it to be dropped on me at the end with with Luke and Leia and everything. It was like, yes, it was dropped on at the end, but at the same time it just made more sense with it. It was like, oh, okay, I like it. That's why he has a connection with Darth Vader. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm excited for it.
I hope it's just not a flash. I hope it's just not a flash at all.
If anything, that's what it's going to be.
It looks like it's inside of a temple kind of ordeal. Not a temple, but it's an enclosed, dark area. So I don't think it was her training. When she threw that lightsaber in the forest, because I swear I don't freeze frame things and watch this 15 times, there's actually one of the original training droids that Luke used with the blindfold on, that mask over his face, not even blindfold, the shield. She threw that at one of those. She was training in the woods and such. Lighthearted, lots of green, life, etc. That bitch was in a tomb looking thing with black all around her. So I'm thinking when you're walking up, when they did that one trailer where they're walking up and you hear Palpatine's laugh, the original trailer, it's a downed the Emperor's ship down to the water, and when they're fighting at the end, it looks like they're there. So that's why I believe she goes there for whatever reason and comes across her twin. I don't think, maybe she comes across her worst fear, which is her not technically
her turning evil.
Yeah,
so maybe that's what it is. Like, she has to fight herself, because not because it's a twin, but because this is what she could become if she doesn't stick to the right path. So that could be something. It could be more than a flash, but not as detailed as a twin. Because just dropping in another character like that, it's like, I feel like it's almost a waste not to be able to. Like,
Snoke.
I was actually gonna say Darth Maul. Just drop him.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It felt like he was only there for half of the movie.
Yeah. So
you didn't get that at all. He got cut in half. That was a joke.
I know. Yeah, it wasn't funny.
Fuck you.
So I'm excited. I think we should go see it opening night.
Yep.
If Dad wants to go, because I took Dad to his first like midnight showing for The Force Awakens.
Oh, nice.
And he'd never been to an opening night before, and he
I saw
so
the first
excited.
one of this. What is it? Episode 7. I saw
Force Awakens.
Yeah, I saw The Force Awakens 2 days before it was released.
Oh, well,
In theaters.
Aren't you special? Aren't you so?
I walked up
special?
in the bar that I was working at the time with a Star Wars cup. They're like, "Where'd you get that?" I was like, "Oh, limited edition. You'll get one in 48 hours." And they were like, "What happened to the movie?" I was like, "I'm not spoiling anything, but Chewbacca dies." And so when Chewbacca got shot in the movie, people were like, "You're a fucking asshole," because I thought he was gonna die. And I was like, "Yeah, he didn't." And they're like, "No, he didn't." But fucking Han? I was like, so I mean, I had a good time with it.
Yeah. So I would love if we could make this like a family
we're going
event.
to. We're going to.
Okay. Good.
It's
All right.
Christmas time. You should be in the area anyways. We're gonna
Yeah.
go ahead and knock it down. And like I said, I'm gonna
Love
watch it with
it.
this. I doubt my kids will be able to do a midnight release.
It happens at like 7. There's some even showing at like 6. Probably.
We're gonna make it happen. Don't worry about
Okay. Good.
it. Screw the kids. I'm watching it whether they can go or not.
Exactly. Sorry, but yeah.